everyone, and welcome to another episode with your favorite busy beauty for courtesy of Court Designs. I wanted to bring you into a new space that I have finally finished with this old house. In this old house, I was able to create a beautiful, serene, very comforting and cozy reading study room for my work. I was looking for a space in my home that I could focus in and make sure that I was understanding everything that the Word was trying to tell me and everything that God is leading me into. And this is what I've created. In this room, I was able to create a space that required a little something old, a little something new, and even something blue. We used the paint wall. The color that I used on the wall was a teal color. I had it for a long time, so I would suggest when you buy your paint to make sure you use your paint. Don't let it sit around because it will get sticky and icky and it will be a lot harder to use. But thankfully, able to mix a little white into it to bring it out and smoothen it out. The color came out perfect on the walls. Bringing something old into this room, I restored the following chair, this chair that you see, and it became the quintessential piece that I needed right in this perfect corner. This chair used to be here for years that I know of as I was a little girl, but as I grew up, of course, I grew out of love with the chair as well. And now it's become my favorite friend. Using a little leather cleaner and some elbow grease, I was able to restore it back to a healthy, shiny, comfortable look. And it has definitely told its story about how strong it is. As I was bringing the piece upstairs, it was letting me know how heavy and real and solid it is, which is what you want to use, especially when you're restoring your piece. You want to make sure that the piece is heavy, is solid, and it can actually take on a new face of life. Not everything should be thrown away. Some things just need to be cleaned up. So with this chair, I was able to use a good old piece of North Carolina furniture as the tag came out and let me know that it was good and heavy and sturdy and bring it back to life. Of course, it always still has some work that we can do on it, but that'll come with time. In front of me, well, behind me really, the window dressings that I was able to find. Using these black and white curtains against the teal wall allowed the pop of the color as well as the accent of the curtains to make a difference on this wall. Not really needing a lot to accentuate it on the wall, but putting nice neutral paintings and words that mean encouragement to me allowed the whole wall to just become a very nice focal point as you come into the room. This curtain is made of one texture, but because of the different line variations and patterns and the way that the variations are put onto the curtain, it allows you to feel like there's texture jumping out at you, which is what I really liked about the curtains. When you do curtains, one rule of thumb is to let them go up high and to fall long. Try not to get curtains that exactly fit the window. Nobody does that anymore. So when you get the curtains that go up high and then fall long, let them flow, let them have their go with the window and dress the window as they should. Over in this corner, I had some extra reading material on things that I like to keep up with, as well as books and games and storage that I need. So I used one of my great friends, a cube storage. As you know, I am the cube storage queen. And putting it in this space that used to be a closet, but can be converted back to a closet if it needs to be. I was able to put a nice size cube storage in here and keep together and keep corralled all of the things that I still use but don't exactly have a home for them in the other places of the house. Like I said, this room is for studying, this room is for focusing, and this room is for becoming one with what God has intended for my life and for others. So I didn't want to put anything too big, fussy, or bulky in this room. I went along with a nice shelf that IKEA, not shelf, but desk that you can get from IKEA. Very affordable. And just set that along here so if there are times where I really need to sit down and write something, I can. Use the nice chair that I've had for my living room. Don't really need it in my dining room like I would like it to. So I bought it in here to help me focus with that. Or when I need to sit and it gives the room a nice flow. Now, if anyone wants to get me this cognac chair from Walmart, you can. But for right now, I'm using this one. On this wall, I was also able to put some focus into what happens in this room. Sometimes you just need to be able to put what's on your mind, put what's in your brain, put what your children have going on, but really so much what kind of prayers you have for them up and around, so that you can believe in them as you pray for them and as you work on them in your life.